There's all kinds of things which have been written about the male gaze, about the way that men are supposed to look at women, and here's a prime example, and he is being punished for this male gaze. Not yet, but he will be. So that aspect of desire, desiring that which is A, forbidden, B, sacred, and C, dangerous, knowing that it is dangerous, is what gives a scene its tension for me. It's what I wanted to write about. John Donne is discovering my America, my newfound land is a kind of pun. But there is in that whole poem, there's this breathlessness. You imagine you are Columbus. You have come up from this entirely new territory, its freshness, its desirability, its beauty. That is the trigger. And once that trigger appears, then I simply go back to the Titian picture. And in fact, the act of writing about a picture as a poet is a series of triggers. You're not describing the painting, you're taking little clues from it, and you pick up these clues and you run with the clues, which is actually, I think, how people respond to paintings anyway. If they're not scholars, they'll look at the thing, and a poet, in fact, part of their job is to look at things afresh. And you begin to sense, I myself have just pushed this red shirt aside, and this is what I see. What do I feel? And I'm away with that. Most of life, I think, is a matter of you get so used to things, you stop noticing them. You just say, oh, Titian, I know Titian. And then suddenly something happens which just says, no, you haven't really seen this. And that begins a process. If you're a poet, that's a language process. It's a musical language process, and you work your way through it. So now Titian's fresh again to me. After a while, he won't be fresh again. It'll be something else. But there are these moments which, if you like, if somebody says, really look at it, it's great to be asked to really look at things, because then you see things which you hadn't seen, and the thing which you thought was familiar, and it had dried up, it was nothing left, you can't get anything more out of it. Suddenly it's alive again.